Welcome everybody to my channel, Chronic Colouring Down Under. Firstly, I'd like to thank those who have subscribed so far, and I would like to welcome those who are watching for the first time. Thank you. My name is Sarah. I'm from Victoria, Australia, and today I will be doing our Tinseltown hop, which is a start to get into the Christmas cheer, along with Johanna from Johanna, Jamie from Jamie's Colouring Love, and Te-Arnna from Te-Arnna's Colouring Creations. So grab a drink, put your feet up and enjoy. Okay, so I'm the lucky one to start off our Tinseltown hop. So today I will be colouring in, sorry, I've got to put my little finger thingy on, Mr. Twinkle's Star Picker. And this is from Zoe Sadler from her Etsy shop. I'll have the link below of this package that you can get from her Etsy shop. And I'll just quickly, no, I won't show you the other ones that are in it. Either go and check out the other girls' pages so you can see them do their pages as well. And I'll have all their channels linked also. But also from Zoe Sadler, and I forgot to state the other day, she's got a cute little advent calendar, and I'm going to do that with my family. I'm going to print them up one as well, and we will all do one a day. They don't have a choice. So that'll be fun. So we will get on with this. So I'm just going to use I'm in a pastel mood. So I'm just going to be using my Ohuhu pastels today. It was either that or my Copics, and my hands are a little bit shaky today, so I thought I'll stick with the Ohuhus because they're a little bit easier for me when I've got the shakes. So we'll start off with anything wooden. So I'm going to use sand first. I'm really actually hoping Santa brings me some new Ohuhus because I just use them so much. I really need a second set because a couple of them are starting to dry out, especially the pastel ones. I love pastel colours. Pastel and muted colours. I actually Googled a couple of days ago of what's the most muted colours in the Copic selection and ordered them. I'm also hoping maybe you guys could help me if there's any that you could recommend. Alcohol, preferably brush marker. I'm a brush marker girl. It's the only way I really like using alcohol markers. If you could recommend any that have a really nice muted colour, that'd be awesome. Oh, might help if I put you in screen. Sorry, I've got the camera on a silly angle. So sorry about that. So yes, Christmas, as yesterday was my middle child's birthday, so today I am allowed to put up our Christmas tree. Yay. It is the 26th of November here in Australia. So I know a lot of people say you don't put the tree up until the 1st of December, but I read a quote somewhere, I'm pretty sure it was on Facebook, and it was something along the lines of people who have their Christmas tree up longer are happier. So I use that excuse. And we're not even going to be home on Christmas Day. And yeah, this will be the first time. Every second year we travel and go to my parents' place. They live about 2.5 hours away from where I am. And then we stay there for a few days and then travel up another couple of hours and go and visit my mum, and then come home, and then stay home for a couple of weeks, and then we generally go camping somewhere, either by a lake or by the sea. Now, just Corona hasn't really settled down. Oh, it has, and our state's at a really high, I think we're over 90% double vaxxed. So a lot of restrictions have really been eased here, which is great. And also with my health, we don't want to sort of book anything until the last minute, but we know that we might struggle finding somewhere. But where we live, there's quite a lot of lakes around us, so we're quite happy just to go to a lake and just relax. We'd like to go down to Geelong at some time, because that's where our daughter lives. But every time we go to Geelong with the boys, it just costs us an absolute arm and leg, because, you know, you're sort of in a bigger city, so you want to do things and go shopping, and I don't know how to say no very well. So, yeah, we're not going down this year. We just need to sort of start saving, put some money back into our savings. We've just had big chunks come out of it with, like, replacing car tyres and, you know, all that fun adulting stuff that you just have to do but you don't like doing. So, yeah, so this year we are staying in our hometown, but Darren's parents, where we'll be going for Christmas, because we obviously spent the other second year with them. His youngest brother is coming home, and he hasn't been home for Christmas for quite a few years. And even though it's actually our turn to be over with my family, my stepbrother, who I'm very close to, he lives at Karratha, which is up the high end of Western Australia, and he can't come over this year due to restrictions and whatnot. And so he's coming home next year instead. So we sort of did a bit of a swap, and it worked out well, because we get to see Darren's brother and we get to see my stepbrother next year. So, yeah, so because we won't be home, well, technically Darren's parents only lived about 12 minutes out of town, in another little surrounding town. Like, has a pub and a little milk bar shop, that's it, pretty well. Oh, and a church. And so because his brother's over and Darren wants to have a couple of drinks with him, and I don't really like driving unless I absolutely have to, and because of the medication that I'm on, I just don't feel confident. So we decided, well, we'll take the caravan out and we'll just park in their backyard for a few days, and then the cousins can all hang out and Darren can have a beer and not stress about having to drive home, and we can just enjoy family time. It means the pussycats will be home on their own, which I'm a bit nervous about because I don't trust Jim. He's too naughty. So, yeah, it'll be, hopefully he behaves himself. I might buy one of those. We used to have one when we first got them. You know those things you stick in the door, in your PowerPoint, and it sends out a feline scent just to help him calm down. I might pop one of them in while we're away, and hopefully that will calm him, keep him calm. Because when Jimmy gets frustrated, he can be quite mean to Boo, our other cat. And yeah, she's pretty delicate little thing, and I don't like it. They do play, but you can tell when he just gets too rough and she cries, and you know when a cat, as they are getting hurt, because they've got a pretty high pain threshold, the old pussycats. So yeah, I'm only feeling comfortable. Oh, and Darren's promised me that he'll come in every morning and check in on him for me. So yeah, and we're hoping to get, if it turns up in time, a new, like, those big scratchy poles with things to sit on, and that. The one they've got now is pretty, it's been well used, put it that way. So it'd be nice to get him something like that to play with while we're away. So yes, that's what we're doing over Christmas period. So I thought, while I'm doing these colourings, I want to try and I just sort of tell you a little bit about what we do over the Christmas period. And this will be our first really different one, but for two reasons. This is the first time we haven't had a child in primary school. Sorry, I couldn't spit it out. And so we have no one performing in carols by candlelight or anything like that. I don't know how it works overseas, but generally a lot of the schools perform in carols by candlelight here. Well, they certainly do where we have lived. I'm just trying to pick a colour, and the ones that I've got, and so we don't have anyone performing in carols, but and obviously the last couple of years it hasn't happened because of COVID. I'm just wondering if I move that light a bit more that way. Yeah, my shadow's not going to be as bad. Still not great, sorry. So every year we generally go to carols by candlelight, and they're generally sort of mid-December, which is really good because, you're getting so busy the closer you get to Christmas Day with Christmas parties, etc. So we're hoping that it is on this year, because we have missed it. We enjoy it. It's just a nice family night out, and great weather for it generally. Even though I reckon 2 or 3, it must have been 3+ years ago, we went to Christmas carols and we had to bloody rug up, which is just unheard of in Australia at this time of year. So normally it's warm and balmy. So hopefully we get to do that. The boys finish school on the 17th of December. Generally we don't send them the last couple of days because it's just pack up, and they don't really do much. They just watch movies and whatnot. So we don't make them go if they don't want to. They can stay home and watch movies if they want, especially if it's hot. Like the air conditioning in the schools here, it's not that great. So the poor kids are pretty puffed by the time they get home just from the heat. So once they finish school, we normally then, that's when we'll pick a night and go driving around town looking at all the Christmas lights. And I'll just reset you. Reset. I'm in before it cuts me out today. I'm on the ball, aren't I? Yep, so we have one night where we just like go and get, like we might get a hot jam donut from this little drive-through place, or an ice cream or something like that, because you can't, if you waited for tea to have tea in the car, you wouldn't be getting tea until near 9 o'clock, because it's not worth going out until about 9. It's just too light here. So yeah, you head out about 9 o'clock. That's when it's a good time to look at them. So we do that every year. And also this year, what will be different, because as I said, my second child had his birthday yesterday and he turned 15. So we're doing job applications, etc. on the weekend for him, and he's really hoping that he gets a job relatively quickly, as there's a few places in town that are looking for casuals, which of course we're hoping that it lasts longer than Christmas for him. But obviously this year we're going to have to now work around him sort of in his hours if he does get any work, because we don't want him to be saying to his boss, you know, oh no, I can't work that day, I can't work that day. So we think that's a bit rude when you start a job, so we just thought, well, we'll just work around him. And so we always enjoy the lights. It's cool because the boys, even though they're 13 and 15, they still get a kick out of it, and it's just nice family time. It was, I mean, those who have had children and children that have left the nest, it's still a little bit hard when you remember I remember the three of them sitting in the back and getting excited over it. Now I've only got 2 of them in the back. And I'm sure there'll come a time when they'll be going, no, Mum, we don't want to go anymore. And it'll be just Darren and I going around looking at the lights. But I think I can still bribe them with the ice cream at the moment. So I think that helps. And so that's another one of our traditions that we do during December. And we play a lot of games. We really love board games in this house. I mean, my boys have their, Switches and Xboxes and all that stuff. Darren and I used to play, the last thing I've ever played was like on a Nintendo 64. And, we used to play that when we were in our early 20s. And I try every now and then to play a game with the boys, just something like Mario Kart or something, because otherwise you'll just confuse this old duck. And they've been talking about getting me a Switch because I like puzzle games and, find things and work out, like strategic games sort of thing. So I said, I don't really want you going spending that sort of money if I don't know I'm going to use it. And so what they did, on my birthday, they bought me a few games, which are still in their wrapper. My birthday was back in September, still in my wardrobe. Because I said to them, the only way I'll agree to getting a Switch is if I get a couple of games, and if I end up playing them heaps on their device, so I just, because they've got one each, then I would look at getting one. I haven't played one game yet. Jace has actually played one of them, and I haven't played any. Whoopsie. So I don't think I'll be getting a Switch for Christmas. So, well, I better not be, because it would be it'd be a waste of money for me at the moment. Maybe down the track, but I'm just, at the moment, if I'm not colouring, I'm recording. If I'm not recording or colouring, I'm in bed because I'm having a flare, or I'm running around. Well, not running, because that's just not going to happen even if my body was well. You know, my son, he's, well, both of them play tennis, but our youngest is really loves his tennis, and he's quite good at it for his age. He's actually entered into a tournament in a couple of weeks, so that's a bit exciting, his first tournament. So life is just really busy, and by the end, because my pain's doing okay at the moment, like anyone who has chronic pain knows that it doesn't go away no matter what. It's always going to be there, but it's just how you can control it, and to a point where it's tolerable is probably the best word. So by the end of the day, I am pretty sore, and unfortunately I'm still having a lot of trouble with my sleep. So I'm really, really tired, and I've got sleeping tablets, but I really don't like taking them because I feel so groggy the next day. I have a wonderful sleep, but I just don't like the effects of next day. So, yeah, I only take them, like my last prescription for them was 6 months ago. That's how irregular I have them, because I just, yeah, really don't like that almost hungover sensation. And why would you want to give yourself a hangover if you haven't had fun the night before with it? So, yeah, sorry that I have to turn the page all over the place being a left-hander. Do any other left-handers have to do this? Because this is, yeah, a really common thing for me. Sorry, I didn't say what I'm using. The neutral grey 05 in the, still the pastel set of the Ohuhus. So, yeah, we play a lot of games. I just bought a new game, Christmas game, and it's like a memory game, which is going to be really good for Darren because Darren has short-term memory issues. So, yeah, it'll either be really good for him or he'll crack them. I'm putting money on probably cracking him, but we'll see. I hope he proves me wrong. And but it's all the cards are of Alf, as in Will Ferrell. Alf? I'll go get it. I'll be back in a sec. I'm back. Yeah, I grabbed this. It was Memory Master, Alf. And yeah, it's I think it's just like those memory games where you turn over. I haven't really looked at it, but this is our new Christmas game. I try to get something that's Christmas orientated, but we also got this one up for debate. Prove your friends wrong in wacky debates. My Darren loves arguing. Even if he's wrong, he'll end up trying to prove himself right. So I thought that is perfect. And Jace, our middle son, he's starting to take after his dad. So I thought this will be a lot of fun. So there are a couple of our new games for this year. And I've bought a new one because I generally buy a game for the family every year. We've got so many games. I actually, for the first time at the start of this year, did a big clean out of our board games because a lot of them were just too young for our kids now. So I got rid of quite a few. So now we've got lots more room for games. But the game I got the family for Christmas is called Squatter. It's quite an old game. I remember playing it when I was a kid. And basically, it's a farming version of Monopoly. It's probably the best way to put it. So, yeah, that'll be a bit of fun. And, yeah, no doubt we'll play Christmas Monopoly. And we always play, Cluedo always gets pulled out. What else? Oh, trying to think what would be another, I can't think off the top of my head at the moment. What else gets pulled out at Christmas? Oh, it's called, is it 5 seconds? Or it's something, you get asked a question, it might be something like, what do cows drink? And you'll be surprised how many people say milk. And you've got this little arm and a little tiny whiteboard on your little arm thing, and you quickly write your answer. It's got to be legible. You can't just scribble and say, oh, that says water. It's got to be legible. And then you press your button, and whoever's little board flips into the middle first, and if they get it correct, the answer correct, they win. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So that's another one we come out. But because you've got to think really quickly, that's why you sort of get muddled, and you'll notice heaps of people say milk, when you say, what does a cow drink? And yeah, a lot of people go, milk. It's like, no, they don't, you silly Billy. They do when they're bubbers. So, yeah, that's some of the traditions that we have over Christmas. On my next colour, I'll go into more detail about other things that we do. But we try to eat outside a lot in the build up to Christmas, because sort of January starts to get really hot and you just can't eat outside, and flies and mozzies and blech. So, and my body just can't handle the heat anymore. So, yeah, I'm quite happy in underneath the air conditioner, and especially when the Australia Open comes on, you won't find me far from the TV, because I just love tennis. So I used to play just for fun. I never played competition or anything. I didn't have time when I was growing up. My sport, I had a winter sport, and that was netball. And then I played basketball for a few years, but my dad was the coach and it didn't go very well. So I cracked the poos and quit. My dad was a really good basketballer. He actually played for Victoria. So it was sort of expected that, Sara would be a good basketballer. Well, no. I wasn't bad, but I wasn't great. And mind you, I was only like 6 and 7. So I wasn't, interested in rules or anything like everybody else. But, yeah, I only played netball in winter, and then all year round I used to dance. I did tap, classical and jazz, and then advanced jazz. And I did all exams for them all, and I was dancing like 5.5 days a week. It was crazy. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to get into performing. But the school that I got accepted to was like a private school, and we just couldn't afford for me to go there. And yeah, so it's so good because Jace, our middle son, he wants to do performing arts, and there's so many great unis now that offer a really good performing arts, fine arts courses. So he's going to have that opportunity to do that, so I'm really happy for him for that. He just loves being on the stage, So, and it's funny because I'm a really, really shy person, but you put me on the stage with, you know, well, not now, but if you had put me on the stage, I was a lot more confident when I was younger and before I become unwell. But yeah, it's just such a rush being on the stage and performing in front of people, and yeah, loved it. But now I think if I had to step on a stage, I might cry. I don't know. Be interesting. So yeah, I'm rambling a bit today about all over the shop, aren't I? So what's everybody else's plans for Christmas? What are people wanting for Christmas? I've got a list, but I've said to Darren, because I've spent quite a bit of money on the channel and whatnot, I'm going to wait until after Christmas to get my items. So, and you know, he hates when I do that. And I said, yeah, well, there's good sales on after Christmas too, so it's all right, I don't mind. And so I'm going to put a Colt Pens order in and get some luminance. Even though it's from England, it still works out cheaper for me to buy them from there. At this stage, it might change next month, I don't know, but Imogen from Colouring Kit helped me with some colour choices I want, because I've got a very similar taste to Imogen with colour palettes. So she helped me with that. So thank you, Imogen, that was really appreciated. And I'll also put in that order some dual metallic markers for my friend Claire. But Claire, you won't be getting them till next year, sorry mate. And what else have I asked for? Oh, some Korean colouring books off Etsy, or an Etsy gift voucher. So, and a couple from Book Depository. So, yeah, that's, and family, I've just all said Amazon gift card. So, whether they, excuse me, behave and do that is another thing, because a lot of them don't like giving gift cards. It's like, yeah, well, I don't like. And the reason why I like giving gift cards now, I've decided, because I used to be a bit like that too. I just felt like I wasn't putting an effort into it. But this year, Darren and I have had a huge clear out of stuff in the house that's just been sitting and collecting dust, and we don't need it or want it. And you know, I don't, so now I don't want to give people things just for the sake of giving. I mean, I love giving, don't get me wrong. I really love giving, but I want to give them things that either they really need or B, they really want. Not something that I think that they would like or want, or, oh, that's cute. You know, and I think because we did do such a big clean out of our house, that's made me feel like that, if that makes sense. Like, I don't, you know, don't buy me that cute little, I don't know, I'm just looking at a mug right now, so I'll say mug, just because it's got S on it, you know. Because we threw out probably 20, not threw out, we donated probably 20 mugs. So, yeah, I actually told all parents not to buy for Darren or I, just focus on the kids. And they're like, no. So, that was a bit hard. So I know my dad will get me a voucher because he said, all right, well, we're pretty well the same. And so he's asked for a voucher from Bunnings, which is a big hardware store, garden store here in Australia. So I'll just get that for them. That'll be nice and easy. And I also got all the parents, and I thought this was pretty cool. I found it on eBay because I was looking. I knew you could get it on Etsy. Well, I thought you could. But it's like the newspaper, the year you're born. And I thought, oh, that'd be pretty cool. And then I found on eBay an Australian seller, and it's books, the year you're born. So what happened in Australia that year that you were born. So I got the parents all a copy of that. And I sort of wish that I got Darren and myself one, or we're the same year so we could share. But I thought that'd be interesting. And I got Darren's dad some tool thing that Darren picked out. But his mum, yeah, I don't know yet. I'm still, thinking I might. She doesn't splurge on herself very often, and so I like to give her stuff. I'll give her something that's about her and for her. So I'm thinking of a gift voucher to a clothes shop or something like that, that she can't buy something for the house or something for her grandchildren or her pup. Like, it's only clothes for her. So yeah. And my mum, what am I getting? Oh, I get her a subscription to her favourite magazine every year. That's always a great idea for someone that you don't, that they've got, especially a parent or someone on a pension, or they don't have to be on a pension. Anyone that you know loves a certain magazine, and they can add up if you get them all year. So yeah, we get that for her. And I've introduced her to colouring too, and that's her summer hobby. She does her crocheting and knitting and all that in winter, and colouring and painting's her summer hobby. So I got her the flower year and some Prismacolors. Or was it Polly's? Oh no, I got a 24 set of Polly's last year, so I got her some Prismacolors this year. And Darren, I'm not telling you because he might sneak and watch this video just in case he might get a hint. Yeah, so, and the kids too. They're all done, but I'm not telling you because if they were smart enough, they would check this out. But yeah, they know a lot of what they're getting because I get them to do lists. Again, I just don't like buying stuff now that, I might think that they would like, and then they're just going to sit in their bedrooms and collect dust. It just annoys me. So I'd rather get them things that they want, and I know that it'll get used. So yeah, so I'm pretty well right with all my Christmas shopping now, I think, which is good because normally I have it done by mid-November. So yeah, I've still got to get my daughters, and again I won't say, and her partners, and I won't say because she is a sub, I know, and she may check it out, and if she heard me talking about presents, she might go, ooh. So, yeah, no, I won't mention what Deanne's getting. So, yeah, so have you guys finished all your Christmas shopping? Gets harder every year, I reckon. And especially as your kids get older, like when your kids are younger, when they're really little, you know, it's toys, you don't realise how cheap toys are until you really start getting into the teenage stuff. The main present that our middle son Jace is getting, he's had to put money towards it because there was just too much money that we would warrant spending on one Christmas present. So we said, well, we'll go halves with you. So he knows what his main present is for Christmas. And yeah, so he's paid for half of it. And also, you know, we didn't want to be just handing over one present to him. So it gave us the chance to be able to give him a few other things and, you know, still enjoy Christmas morning. But Christmas morning's certainly going to be an adventure for us, all in the caravan. The boys will sleep in the house, no doubt, but they will come out to the caravan in the morning to open their presents and that. So, yeah, that'll be a bit of fun. I've even bought a little tree for the caravan. Now, what colour do I feel like doing the concrete? I feel like doing something really crazy. Let me have a natural lipstick. Yep, I'm going that. It's a pretty colour. I won't colour all of it in, because if I colour it all in, it'll be an hour-long video, and I'm sure you guys will get bored of me. So this colour is the natural lipstick. Again, Ohuhu pastel set. Bugger. It beat me. I wasn't on the ball this time. Camera cut out. Sorry, guys. So I'll just do this bit and then I'll finish the rest off. Oh, yep. Not doing a good job there. Oh, well. I'll do a bit of shading or something around it. I'm hoping... Come down a little bit more so you can see a bit better. Oops. It's really, really yucky and windy here today. Luckily it's not hot, but I hate wind. Really hate it. Okay. I think I might do... Oop. Not doing too bad considering my hands are a little bit off today. I'm actually just dabbing. I'm not even really... That's what I really like about brush markers, because you can use them like a paintbrush in a way where you can just, you know, dab a little. Oh, it's raining now, is it? Oh, I don't know. The boys will be hoping it rains, so then Dad has to pick them up from school. Because we only live like a 10-minute walk, even if that, from the school. I used to have to walk to school every day, and my walk was like 40 minutes. And these boys whinge about having to walk to school. It's like, my God, get over it, guys. It's good for you. So we've made a deal with them that we take them to school in the morning, and we will only pick them up, or Darren will only pick them up if it's really, really hot or if it's raining. Otherwise, they can walk. But, yeah, if I dared ask for a ride to school, the only way I was able to get a ride to school is, like, say if I had a project that was really, really big or something that I needed to carry, or, you know, had 20 bags that wouldn't fit on my backpack, on my bike, back rack or whatever you used to call them. Yep. Yeah, so it was like, well, you work it out. But no, these boys have got it pretty good. Yeah, it's all fiddly, but it looks cool. I love this colour. I'll just say it was natural lipstick. It's really, yeah, a real dusty pink. It's pretty cool. Right up my alley. And talk about alleys. I've been having a really cool conversation with, you're never going to believe, Fabiana Antonazio. Yep, her and I have been DMing each other. She is the sweetest person. Oh my goodness. Because I had a, you know how we often put things in our cart and just sit them there, and all of a sudden it wasn't available anymore. Her site's just completely gone on Etsy. So, yeah, I messaged her and, yeah, she's got back in touch with me, and she's having a bit of trouble and with Etsy and trying to work it out and whatnot. And then she got back in touch with me yesterday, just to let me know that she hasn't forgotten about me, and I hope I'm doing well, and that she's still trying to fix things, and she'll keep me updated. And yeah, she's just so nice. Like, you can tell that obviously that English is her second language, but she is so nice. Like, some of the artists, any artists that I have reached out to on a personal basis, the ones that have got back to me have just been so nice. I've only had one not get back to me, and they've just been so nice and accommodating and giving me the information I've asked for, and just, yeah, they've been really good. Like, I haven't contacted them asking for free books or anything like that. Like I told you about the book that I got from Olivia, I was asking her where I could buy the Dreamweaver, but she offered to send me one, and I said, well, I'll pay for the postage because it's not cheap, and she agreed to that. And yeah, just, you'll be surprised. Like, they're just, you sometimes forget, like, you get a bit fangirly almost, and you forget that they're just people like us. And, you know, if they can't help you out, they'll just say, oh, look, you know, I can't help you with that, but maybe try this or that, or, yeah. But I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to reach out to them if you do have a question that you have to a specific artist. I don't know if that's, I'm going to be covering that up a lot. I might do the rest of that one off camera. What colour? I might do that a blue grey. Oh no, I might do it they're warm. I might do it a red grey. I don't use the red grey much. Yeah. So, yeah, don't ever hesitate to contact someone if, you know, you've got a question about their artwork or where you could get their artwork from, because they just, yeah, I've only had positive interactions, and I haven't, again, I have not messaged anyone to try and get any freebies. I won't do that. The only way I would accept anything free is if they offered. I don't feel comfortable asking. I wouldn't know what to say anyway. Yeah, but they've got an earning. They've got to live. They've got a living they've got to earn too. So, yeah. So that's a nice. I'm wondering if I might even do the rocket that colour and then just do some little highlights on the rocket. So I'll finish this rocket off. Again, I will put these, the link for Zoe's shop, and if I can work it out, hopefully the pack that we are using. And today's probably a good day to go and have a look at it because Black Friday, I think, you know, there might be some sales on Etsy I haven't checked out yet. I will be going there because I can't remember what the book was called. It was on Claire's channel, Colouring with Claire. She did a flip through. Was it yesterday or the day before? It was purple cover. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm going to buy it PDF because I want it yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. I've got a cat knocking at the door now. You're not coming in, Jimbo. Lenka Filonenko, that one there, Magical Season. It is beautiful. And it's got 2 copies of each picture in it, and it's 1 liner and 1 grayscale. So go check out Colouring with Claire and have a look at the flip through. It is absolutely gorgeous book. It wasn't overly expensive paperback, and you get the quality. I think she said it was $2.50 GSM paper, but I've chose to go to get the PDF, 1 because I want it now, and 2 because it looks like it's not single-sided pages, so it's something I definitely would want to be doing marker base on. So yeah, so I'm going to leave this one for now and finish it off camera. But this is, yes, Mr. Twinkle's Star Picker Factory, and the kickoff of our Tinseltown hop. Next off the rank is Te-Arnna, I think, and she has the Snowmans. Let me have a looky. Nope. Yep, the Cryogenics. Yep, so Te-Arnna's will be up tomorrow, and then Jamie's, then Johanna, and then I will be back on the 30th with mine. So, again, I'll put all links below for Zoe's Etsy channel. I hope you've enjoyed my little colour and chat about Christmas traditions and veering off. I will be going into more Christmas traditions in my next one, but not the same ones that we've spoken about today, obviously. So I really thank you guys for watching and supporting me on my journey. It really means a lot to me, guys. You just really are just such a beautiful, supportive community. I just love you all and appreciate you all. And I appreciate the ones that don't comment too. I really want to sing out to you guys, because I was one of them before I started a channel. I was a lurker. I didn't comment very often, but you guys are just as important to me as the ones that do comment. And you know, if you do want to comment but you're a bit shy, don't hesitate to send me an email or a DM on Instagram, because I felt exactly the same as you do. And yep, my email is always open to anyone on YouTube. So if you enjoyed the video, please, if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing. Hit the notification bell, share with your friends, comment below. But most of all, guys, stay safe, happy colours, and here's to the start of a Merry Christmas season. Bye.